YouTube, this is Vargas XX78 with a quick collection pickup video. This is by far not my most epic week so far. I was able to pick up some really cool things and take advantage of some sales, but I didn't pick up that many things, at least not compared to other videos. But still, some stuff worth talking, and I wanted to share with you guys. So first off, let's look at some video games. For the NES, I picked up Wall Street Kid. Wall Street, I don't think Wall Street is interesting at all. But this game was developed by Sofel, which is the only other game I own for this from this company is Casino Kid. But the main reason I picked it up is because of the cover art. I mean, it looks like one of those old 50s comic books. The art style's the same, and has the big bold title and the description here with the girl with the little hearts on the back, and the faces with some description of other characters. Just really looks like an old 50s comic book. And the game, it plays a lot like Casino Kid. You play as this stockbroker, and you have to talk to other people and buy and trade and sell stock. And it's interesting. But the main reason again is the cover. I thought that was really cool. Now, N64 Collector was mentioning in one of his videos that GameStop had this sale that if you buy 2 games, you get 2 for free. And the way it works is that you can buy Game Boy Advance games, GameCube games, or PlayStation games. And if you buy 2, you can get any 2 Game Boy, GameCube, or PlayStation 2 games for free, as long as they're the same price or lower. So I was able to make the last day of the sale and pick up some games. The first one I paid for is Advance Wars for the Game Boy Advance. I've been actually searching for this game, but I was hoping to get it boxed because it's the last game I needed to complete my Advance Wars collection. But I haven't been able to find a box copy or a regular copy. So once I saw this one, I picked it up right away. Advance Wars is an RTS type of game. You control this rebel army, and you generate troops or artillery like tanks, airplanes, helicopters, and you have to move your troops within this grid. And you have to take over factories or bases depending on the level, and also defeat the enemy army. And I'm not a big fan of those type of games, but Advance Wars is a really cool version of that. It has the classic Nintendo feel. They make any concept cool, in my opinion. And it's a really fun game. And the animation on this series is really cool. So I finally completed my Advance Wars collection, which is really cool. The other game I paid for is for the GameCube, Call of Duty 2, Big Red 1. I've actually been trying to track down the first Call of Duty and the second one for the GameCube for a long time, but I don't know if they didn't make that many copies or if people just don't want to get rid of it. But I finally found this one. This was the most expensive one since it cost $14. But for the GameCube, it's a really cool first-person shooter. Like most Call of Duties, you control different armies trying to beat the enemy. The graphics are pretty cool. They're kind of dark, but they're set in World War II, so that explains that. But it's really cool game. Just still have to track down the first one on the GameCube. So maybe one day. Now the first game I got for free, I picked up for the GameCube, Black and Bruised. I'm still having a lot of fun with Fight Night Round 2. So I picked up this one because it kind of looks like Punch Out and with a little bit of Ready to Rumble that came out on the N64 and the Dreamcast. It's a boxing game, and you control these colorful cast of boxers as you try to win tournaments and world championships. And it has a really cool cel-shaded look, so it kind of looks like you're boxing with cartoon characters. The only problem with this game is that the computer is really hard, even in the easiest difficulty. The way that it works is that for every punch that you land, you collect a star. And if you pick up enough stars, you get a power-up that appears on the center of the screen. The problem with the computer is that even if I'm the one that's landing more punches, the computer fills out its meter faster. So the computer takes the power up and then beats me with it. And I'm still trying to figure out how to do the combos because you can do combos and the special moves and everything. But like I said, this game is really, really hard. The animation is cool, and what some of the stuff that the boxers say is funny, but just a really, really hard game. Maybe with a little more practice, I'll get better at it. And the last free game I picked up was Need for Speed Underground. I was actually also trying to track this one down on the GameCube, but it was there and I got it for free, so I picked it up. My favorite racing series is the Burnout series. I just really like the way that the cars crash, and crash mode is, the best invention on video game racing games ever. But this one is pretty cool. The animation is really awesome. The cars look really good, and you can alter your car and tune it up, and this game I think came out when the first Fast and the Furious came out, so it has a lot of that street racing tweaking thing. But all in all, I really liked it. Then one of my friends needed some money, so he needed to sell one of his games, and to help him out and pick up a cool game, I picked up from him a Lost Planet Extreme Condition for the PlayStation 3. This is a game made by Capcom. It's a third-person shooter game. So you control this guy that's stranded in this Arctic world. Everything's frozen, but you have to go around shooting these bug creatures that inhabit the world. And every time you kill them, you collect their heat energy that's represented in these crystals. So you collect them, and that way you don't freeze to death. Um, at the end, the frozen planet is really cool. It's a nice change of pace from those desert worlds. So the animation on the bugs is also cool. It's a really neat game. My only gripe with it is that since you're in this desolate frozen wasteland, your body heat lowers. That's why you have to collect those crystals from the bugs. But you have this timer over here that keeps counting down. And it's the same problem with timed missions on racing games and games like Grand Theft Auto. I hate those type of timed missions. I play my games to enjoy them, so every time I see a timer counting down, it frustrates me to no end. And this game has that, so that's my only gripe. Even when you're indoors, that stupid counter still counts down. But other than that annoying thing, it's a cool game. I enjoyed it. And like I said, I helped out a friend, so that's cool. Movies. I picked up the two-disc full screen edition of The Last Samurai, starring Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is not my favorite actor, but he did a really good job here. Or maybe because I enjoyed the theme of the movie. It's set in Japan, old Japan, back when Japan was wrestling with letting in gaijins or foreigners into its land. Tom Cruise is this English captain that gets injured in a battle and is taken in by Ken Watanabe, who plays this samurai general. And as he's interacting with the Japanese culture, uh, the samurai leader is teaching him about honor and the samurai way. So it kind of reminded me of Dances with Wolves, but it works because it's in Japan, and I'm a huge samurai Japan fan. So I enjoyed it. Good movie. Now, this video store I go to had this massive TV sale. All their TV series were 50% off, and the only problem is that their boxes are all in Spanish, but the TV shows and the menus are all in English. So I saw these three TV series that I just had to get, and the price was insanely good. The first one I got is Batman the Animated Series, Volume 1. I've been trying to track down this series for a long, long time, but I don't know if it's discontinued or it's so awesome that people pick it up. I think it's actually the second one, but I finally was able to pick this up, and it's an incredible TV series. I mean, Kevin Conroy is awesome as the Batman. Mark Hamill is cool as the Joker. This one has the Catwoman episodes, the Clayface episodes, on Leather Wings. It's an incredible that segment where the Man Bat is dragging around Batman, and they do this twist on top of that dirigible. Really, really cool. Just an awesome, awesome TV series, and I'm glad to finally add it to the vault because it's really, really cool. And I picked up Volume 2 of Batman the Animated Series. This one has the Two-Face episodes and the Riddler, and this TV series did more justice to the characters than the movies did, like Batman Forever or Batman and Robin. Just really, really cool. It also has that episode where Batman fights the ninja. Just the whole series is just epic and awesome. So really, really happy to add that to the collection. And the last TV series I picked up is The Big Bang Theory Season 3. I've mentioned this before. I love this series a lot. I'm a huge geek, so it's great to see a TV show that talks about comic books and video games. And I wish I was as smart as these guys, but this is my favorite season because Leonard and Penny finally hook up, and Sheldon really, Sheldon's Sheldon. He's really cool, but it has a lot of really cool episodes. So yeah, really, really cool. And the last pickups I wanted to share with you guys, I bought it in Over Wheels. This lady had a bunch of Batman toys and Simpsons toys, but the Batman toys were missing an arm or a leg. And some of the Simpsons toys she had I already owned, so I was only able to pick up these three. And this is Sunday Best Homer. This is the suit Homer wears when he goes to church. This was a series developed by Playmates, and they have this little chip that if you connect it to one of the Springfield dioramas, they would speak catchphrases from the TV show. So I picked up Homer. I picked up the character that talks like Charles Bronson. Like, hey Pelly, you can't park that over there. No, I think he appears in every episode of The Simpsons. So I think he's cool. And the last guy I picked up was Luigi. He's the owner of the Italian store where the mob has their meetings. And Luigi always reminds me of the Mario Brothers. Like, oh, why are you kids making fun of Luigi? Luigi brought you 3 pizzas. It's really cool. And I think one day I'll make a video of all my Simpsons action figures because I don't own the whole cast, but I'm getting there. And I think they're cool. The detail on these guys is really, really cool. That's why I like picking up Simpsons action figures because they're really detailed. And like I said, if you plug them into a diorama, they speak. So these are really, really cool toys. So yeah, guys, that was my collection pickup video. A lot of good deals, and like I said, not as many things as other videos, but they're still pretty cool. My movie recommendations, I'm not even gonna joke with you guys. I'm gonna recommend you find Batman the Animated Series. Like I said, it's kind of difficult to track down the series. At least I've never been able to, but just a really, really cool set of episodes. Like I said, definitely track it down. And my video game recommendation will be Advance Wars. Even if you're not a big fan of RTSs, give this series a chance. You'll really enjoy it. Well, guys, thanks so much for watching another one of my videos. I hope you enjoyed. And until I see you again, this is Vargas XX78 signing off.